Okay, I am going to dehydrate some peppers, and then I'm going to grind them up and make kind of a seasoning, I guess you would call it, that I can just spoon into, or my wife can, spoon into soups and stuff, and just basically cutting the pepper. I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand. And get all the white junk out of it, you know. And then what I've done is put it on the and I would be remiss if I didn't show you my wife's new granite countertops. Okay. And I've got them so junked up. When she comes home, she's gonna be mad. Anyway, put them on here. I'm not gonna be able to get 9 trays simply because they're sticking up so high, and I probably should cut them up a little smaller, but I'm not going to do it because I'm lazy. And anyway, it's a 9-tray tray dehydrator. Probably only going to get maybe 5 trays in there, and I'm going to be tired of messing with it by then anyway. So I'll show you when I get one going, and I'm going to put some. These are the giant Marconis. Picked up a bunch, some nice ones here. And already washed a few off. And then I've got some jalapenos, and then the little pepper there is a hot fish pepper, and it's hotter than a jalapeno. These are mild jalapenos, but it's hotter than a regular jalapeno. My wife bit into one the other day. I left them laying on the bar, and she said I was trying to kill her, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. If you're listening and you're from law enforcement, I was not trying to kill her. Anyway, I picked some nice Marconis. Gonna kind of mix and match. Gonna put some of the hot ones, the hot fish, and some of the mild jalapenos in the mix. And so I'll kind of have the Marconis will give it flavor. The hot fish and the jalapeno will give it a little heat. And I'll try to keep the hot ones to a minimum because I don't want to get too hot, because she may be putting it in soup and stuff that kiddos eat. But anyway, we got the cutting board out. We got the granite countertop. New sink, dehydrator trays. Anyway, I'll come back in just a second. Okay, this is a tray full. I've got the 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, and as I said, I'm not going to be able to get all of them, all the trays in there, because they're stacked so high. See, anyway, there's not much room in between the trays, about a 1/4 inch. I mean, you put stuff in there about a 1/4 inch tall, and these are much taller than that. I'm pulling out most of the white stuff. Read to do it, saw to do it, said it may make it bitter. You know, I don't know. I'm leaving some of it in there. When I eat a pepper, I eat the white stuff too. I just crunch into it, don't you? Sure. So, I don't know whether the white stuff really is going to make it bitter or not. What I'm going to do is tomorrow, when they're dry, I'll show you. I'm going to grind them up in a food processor, and I wish I could say who told me how to do this, one of my subs, but it was a long time ago, and I've already forgotten now, and I'm sorry. But grind it up, and make stuff. I think I already told you that. Anyway, here's the tray full. I'm gonna do about 2 more. I'm gonna go sit down. Tired. Bye. One more thing. When you're doing hot peppers, you probably already know this. Be careful. I tried to wear these little glove things, and I just can't do nothing with them. So what I'm doing on the ones that I know are hot, these little bitty ones, I'm just cutting the butt end off of it, not even splitting it. The jalapenos are not very hot, so I'm cutting them in half. But be careful. I dehydrated some jalapenos last year. These are mild jalapenos, so I'm really not too concerned about these. Every now and then I get a hot one. But last year I did a load of jalapenos, and my hands glowed in the dark for 2 days. Alright? I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so be careful when you do hot stuff. All I'm doing is, like I say, with the real hot ones, I'm just cutting the end off of it and putting it on the dehydrating tray. Is that correct? I don't know. Don't care. Ain't gonna cut them. Ain't gonna get getting nuked hands anymore. Okay? I gotta go. Rangers are playing. Bye. That's what I'm talking about. Walk-off grand slams. What I'm talking about. Texas wins game 2. We'll be back with the Peppers later. We had to rejoice just a little bit, alright? First of all, it's back. Lots of rain. Good rain. Good rain all morning. Thank you, Lord. Now I want to take you inside and do something. Okay, here are the peppers after they have dehydrated. Pretty crisp, most of them. Dehydrated for longer than what I had planned, but it was real humid. We actually got a lot of rain this morning, and here are these are some of the hot ones. Some of these are the mild jalapenos, some of these are the hot ones. So I'm going to mix them all together. May have a hotter mix than what I want, but we'll see. Going to put them in the food processor and see how that goes. Pulse them a few times. Need to put a lid on it so I don't sling stuff. Anyway, let me pulse them a little bit and I'll get back with you with the final product here. Okay, this is what I am left with, and it is pungent. I may have a few too many of the hot ones in there. Yes, I'm Texas born and raised, but hot stuff sometimes is too hot. Anyway, this is the consistency. I could go a little oh my goodness, I could go a little finer probably, but put it into a mason jar and seal it, and we're probably good for a long time. I probably will even vacuum seal it, but maybe not, because we're going to be using out of it. So let me pack it in the jar. Okay, 9 trays in the Excalibur, and probably, I don't know how many peppers. I mean, I cut up a bunch of peppers. Is not even a pint jar. But 1 tablespoon of that, 1 teaspoon of that in some soup or something, I think is going to knock it out. So it should go a long way. May do some more. I got a lot of peppers out there growing. This is more of the Marconi's. It's called a sweet Marconi red, and I'll let a few of them get red. You can see a few red things in there. But I like to pick them when they're green. They're pretty good. Green, just couldn't wait. They were real big. Or big for me anyway. And some mild jalapenos. It's a Tam, T-A-M, Tam jalapeno, and a hot fish pepper. And I did 4 trays of the Marconi's and 1 tray that was about half and half of the mild jalapenos and about half of the hot fish. And the hot fish are hotter than the jalapeno. Anyway, that is a half pint of flavoring. So this is one way to get rid of your peppers if you have a dehydrator and want to mix up something that you can use to flavor up some things. You could put a dab of that in some scrambled eggs, I assume. You know, as you're scrambling them to kind of rehydrate it a little bit. But you know, use the hot peppers at your own taste or at your own risk. Alright, that's about it. Now we go.